My ladies and gentlemen of my Alpha family today, we stand on the precipice of something extraordinary as we prepare to confront the darkness that surrounds us. But most importantly, as we prepare to confront the darkness within us, there is a power in us all, a force so primal, so potent, that the world cannot yet understand it. But we know what it is. We are aware of its existence. It runs through our veins like fire and it roars in our hearts like thunder. This is not the time to question it, nor is it the time to hesitate for when the battle is over. Those who dare to oppose us will remember the day we proved that we are not just survivors. We are victors. We did not fight dirty. We fought, calculated. We fought smart, and we fought with purpose. And in the end, that will be what sets us apart from the ones who tried to bring us down. And make no mistake about it, they fought dirty, but it was us who fought to win. Now let us take a moment and reflect on what it means to fight dirty. When others fight dirty, they have no real strategy, no real vision. They rely on their desperation and their ability to manipulate their way through life. They sow discord, they seek shortcuts, they thrive in chaos for them. The end justifies the means. But let me tell you something, my Alpha family. The true test of strength is not in how dirty you fight, but in how calculated you are in your actions, how disciplined you remain when the world around you crumbles, how patient you are as the storm rages, and how methodical you become in your pursuit of greatness. It is easy to lash out when we are hurt. It is easy to retaliate with all the venom and rage that courses through our bodies. But that is not the way of the truly powerful. That is not the way of the Alpha. The Alpha knows when to strike and when to hold back. They understand the difference between momentary satisfaction and long-term victory, and that, my friends, is what sets us apart. When we fight, we do not allow ourselves to be swept up in the heat of the moment. We do not allow ourselves to be controlled by our emotions. No, we stay focused. We stay determined. We stay sharp as a blade, honed to perfection. We understand that every move must be calculated, that every decision carries weight, and that every sacrifice serves a greater purpose. And so while others flounder in the mire of their own impulsivity, we rise above them. We rise with clarity. We rise with a vision that no one else can see. And when the dust settles, it is us who will emerge victorious because we did not fight dirty. We fought, calculated. Now let's talk about this idea of calculation. Let us understand what it truly means to fight with strategy. It means thinking 5 steps ahead. It means understanding your enemy inside and out. It means knowing their weaknesses before they even realize they have them. It means studying the battlefield and recognizing that the war is not won in a single battle. It is won by outlasting your opponent, by outsmarting them, and by playing the long game. While others waste their energy in a desperate attempt to win quickly, we bide our time. We plan our moves with precision. We prepare for every eventuality, and when the time comes to strike, we do so with unmatched power and accuracy, because we did not fight dirty. We fought, calculated. The difference between us and them is not just our ability to withstand the chaos. It is our ability to turn the chaos into our advantage. They may throw punches in the dark. They may resort to underhanded tactics. But what they do not realize is that we are the ones who see the bigger picture, while they are consumed by their small and petty desires. We have our eyes on the prize, the ultimate prize, the one that cannot be taken by force or trickery, the prize of true mastery over our circumstances, the prize of domination in every aspect of life. And let me make this clear. It will not come easy. We will be tested. We will be pushed to our limits. We will be broken, but only for a moment, and then we will rise again, because we did not fight dirty. We fought, calculated, and that will make all the difference. The road ahead of us will not be easy. There will be moments when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when it seems as though everything is against us. But that is when we must remind ourselves of who we are. We are not those who fall apart under pressure. We are not those who succumb to fear. We are the alphas. We are the ones who turn adversity into strength. We are the ones who refuse to back down and refuse to surrender. We are the ones who move forward with purpose no matter the cost, because we know that in the end, the only thing that matters is the victory that comes when you fight with strategy, when you fight with discipline, when you fight with calculation, and when you fight with unwavering resolve. So as we move forward, let us remember that our fight is not about proving something to anyone else. Our fight is about proving something to ourselves, proving that we have the strength to endure, proving that we have the strength to endure, proving that we have the intelligence to outsmart our adversaries, and proving that we have the courage to stay the course. Even when it seems impossible, our fight is not just against the obstacles in our path. It is against the limitations we place on ourselves, the doubts that creep into our minds, the fear that tries to paralyze us. But we will not be stopped. We will not be held back because we are the alphas, and we know how to fight. We know how to fight smart, and we know how to win. And make no mistake, the world will see us for who we truly are. They will see the power that lies within us. They will see the strength that comes from calculated action, not from desperation, not from impulse, but from the understanding that we are playing a long game, a game that requires patience, discipline, and an unbreakable willpower to win when others falter. We will rise, and when others stumble, we will soar because we did not fight dirty. We fought, calculated. As we face the challenges ahead, we will not be distracted by the noise of the world. We will not be swayed by the opinions of those who have never walked the path. We are walking. They may throw their words at us. They may try to drag us down. But we know better than to engage in their petty games. We know better than to waste our energy on the things that do not matter. We are focused on our mission. We are focused on our vision. And nothing, and no one will stand in our way, because we are the ones who fight with purpose. We are the ones who fight with discipline, and we are the ones who will come out on top when all is said and done. So remember this as you face the battles that lie ahead. You are not just fighting for the sake of fighting. You are fighting for something greater. You are fighting for your future, for your legacy, for the opportunity to prove to the world that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are not just another person who gets swept away by the tide. No, you are the one who stands against the tide. You are the one who commands respect. You are the one who will rise above it all. And when the battle is over, when the dust settles and the echoes of conflict fade into the background, it will be us who are remembered, not for how dirty we fought, but for how calculated we fought, for how we rose above the chaos and proved that we are not just survivors, but victors. This is our time. This is our moment. This is our battle, and we will fight it with everything we have, because we know that in the end the victory belongs to those who fight. Calculated, not to those who fight dirty. When you stand firm in your purpose, when you fight with intention and strategy, the world cannot help but take notice. This is not the fight of amateurs. This is not a battle of the weak, the impulsive, or the reckless. This is the fight of those who understand the stakes, who know the weight of every decision they make. And in this fight, you will never be the ones caught by surprise because you have already anticipated every move. You have already seen every possibility. You've calculated every angle, and you've waited for the perfect moment to strike. For those who fight dirty, there is no real sense of self. They are too lost in the noise of the world to understand their own power. They confuse the short-term thrill of a cheap victory for true triumph. But the truth is, their victory is hollow, and their methods are flawed. They may seem like they are winning, but they are fighting for validation from an external world that only rewards the quick and the loud. They are not winning because they are too weak to endure the long haul. They don't understand that real strength lies in knowing when to act and when to remain still. Their impatience and their lack of vision will be their downfall. You, my Alpha family, are different. You are not swayed by the immediate noise. You are not moved by the emotions that drive others to make reckless decisions. No, you've seen through the fog, and you know that true power lies in patience and in precision. You've learned the art of waiting. You understand that victory does not come from reacting to the chaos, but from creating your own calm within it. You know that success comes from knowing when to strike and when to retreat. You know that your victory will be earned, not by how loud you shout, but by how quietly you build your strength, by how strategically you position yourself for the inevitable moment of confrontation. Every move you make is deliberate. Every choice you make is designed with the future in mind. While they scramble to keep up with the current of the world, you are the ones who understand the subtle undercurrent, the true power that moves beneath the surface, and in that, you will find your strength. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more thinkers, more warriors who can see beyond the surface and understand the game being played. It needs those who are willing to step back, look at the bigger picture, and wait for their moment to emerge from the shadows. That is what sets us apart. We don't just fight with our fists, we fight with our minds. And the greatest warriors are the ones who can think ahead, who can anticipate the moves of their enemies, and who can outwit them at every turn. Let me tell you this, my Alpha family, when you fight calculated, you are not just playing a game of strength or survival. You are playing the game of mastery. You are positioning yourself to not just survive the storm, but to thrive in it. You are becoming more than just a participant in life's chaos. You are becoming its architect. While others are desperate to grab at the fleeting moments of victory, you will be the one who plans for longevity. The real champions are not those who fight for the fleeting cheers of the crowd. They are the ones who remain strong when the noise dies down, when the cheers fade, and when only the battle remains. They are the ones who are prepared for that moment and who will stand tall when everyone else is long gone. There is no honor in cheap victories. There is no glory in rushing to finish a battle with dirty tactics, in tearing down the opponent through deceit and manipulation. These victories are fleeting, like sand slipping through your fingers. The real victory lies in the quiet, the patience, the long fight that requires grit, intelligence, and an unshakable belief in your purpose. The real victory is the one that builds your legacy, the one that makes a statement not just to those around you, but to the world. It says, I will not be moved by the dirt and the noise of the world. I will rise above it. I will rise with purpose. This is not a time for the weak, for the ones who are swayed by the opinions of others, for the ones who fall into the traps set by those who want to see them fail. This is a time for those who have the heart of a warrior, who know that victory is not something you claim through deceit, but through strategic thought, hard work, and relentless pursuit of your goal. When the battle is fought and the smoke clears, it will not be the ones who played dirty who stand victorious. It will be you, the one who fought calculated, the one who knew that true power lies in the mind, the one who was always thinking 3 steps ahead, and do not be mistaken. Fighting calculated does not mean playing it safe. No. Fighting calculated means taking calculated risks, knowing when to push forward, when to hold back, and when to make the hard decisions. It means having the courage to make the tough calls, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. It means being able to endure the pressure, the doubts, and the fear, and still pressing on with unwavering belief in your plan. It means knowing that the road to victory is long, and that each step, each decision, matters. When the world falls apart, when others lose their nerve, that is when you will rise. You will rise because you have planned for this. You will rise because you have the foresight to know what is coming. You will rise because you have built a foundation of strength, strategy, and focus, and no storm will be able to tear it down. You are not at the mercy of the world. You are in control. You are the one who decides when to move and when to stand still. You are the one who decides when to strike and when to wait. And when the time is right, you will strike with such precision, such power, that no one will be able to stop you. Understand this. Every challenge you face is an opportunity. Every obstacle is an invitation to rise above the noise. You're not here to follow the rules that others have set. You are here to break the mold, to rewrite the script, and to show the world what true power looks like. And that power is not in being the loudest, the fastest, or the dirtiest. It is in being the smartest, the most patient, and the most resilient. The world is full of distractions, full of voices that will try to pull you off your path. But the true warriors, the true alphas, are the ones who can block out that noise and stay focused on their mission. They are the ones who understand that success does not come from jumping from one quick win to the next. It comes from consistent, deliberate, and strategic action. It comes from knowing your enemy, knowing yourself, and understanding that the battle is not won in a single moment, but over the long term. And so, you will stand firm in your calculated approach, never swayed by the temporary setbacks, never distracted by the immediate temptations, because you know where your victory lies. You are the ones who will change the game. You are the ones who will build a future that others will envy. And when they look back at the path you have forged, they will see the calculated decisions, the unwavering focus, and the strategic brilliance that led you to your ultimate victory. And they will know one thing above all else. They fought dirty, but you fought calculated, and that made all the difference. And when they look back at the path you forged, they will see not just a trail of triumph, but a masterclass in what it means to fight with purpose. They will see the blood, sweat, and tears that went into every move you made. They will see the mental strength that powered your decisions and the tenacity that propelled you forward. It won't be the frantic, desperate scramble of those who fought dirty, who sought shortcuts and easy victories, but the methodical, relentless march of someone who knew that greatness is never achieved by cutting corners, but by outlasting, outthinking, and outworking the competition. It is easy to look at someone who achieves success and assume that their victory came easily. It is easy to sit on the sidelines and criticize, to throw stones at those who have made it. But that's the trap the weak fall into. That's the trap of those who can't see the bigger picture, who can't understand the time, the patience, and the sacrifices that go into becoming the very best. You, my family, are not among them. You are not those who look at the prize and covet it without understanding the price that must be paid to claim it. You are the ones who know that the victory is in the journey, in every step taken with purpose, with clarity, and with strategy. The world will try to knock you down. The world will attempt to bend your will, to shake your foundation, to make you doubt your worth and your strength. But that is exactly when you must stand tall, when you must remind yourself and the world around you who you are. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are not a pawn in someone else's game. You are a force of nature. You are the storm that others will fear, and you are the calm that you will always find within yourself. While others burn with anger and impatience, you will remain clear-headed, focused, and determined. When they act recklessly, driven by emotion and fear, you will move with purpose, guided by a vision that no one else can see. Now let's talk about the power of patience. Patience isn't passive. It isn't about standing idly by while the world moves around you. No, patience is the art of knowing when to act, and more importantly, when not to act. It is the strength to endure in silence, to wait for the right moment, to let the game unfold while you gather the necessary pieces, and then to make your move with precision and decisiveness. The dirty fighter acts without patience. They strike out of frustration, out of desperation. They let their emotions rule their actions. They cannot see beyond the immediate moment, and because of that, they will always be outmatched by someone who understands that the long game is where true victory lies. To fight with calculation means to understand timing, knowing when to attack and when to hold your ground. It means waiting for the perfect opportunity and then seizing it without hesitation. But it also means understanding your own limitations, recognizing your weaknesses, and knowing when you must retreat in order to fight another day. Real strength isn't always about charging into the fray head first. Sometimes, true power lies in retreating, regrouping, and preparing for a more strategic attack. The truly great know when to fall back, to plan, to refine their approach, and to ensure that every action they take is one that brings them closer to their ultimate victory. In the face of adversity, it is easy to become overwhelmed. It is easy to get caught up in the chaos and react impulsively. But the Alpha doesn't do that. The Alpha stays grounded, calm, and focused on the end game. They know that the path to success is not linear. It is full of twists, turns, and obstacles. But none of those obstacles can break them because they have trained their minds to remain clear, to stay focused, and to execute their plans with cold precision. As the battle rages on, you will face moments of doubt. You will face moments when everything seems to be falling apart, when the weight of the world feels unbearable. But these are the moments that define you. These are the moments when the true warriors separate themselves from the rest. The ones who fight dirty may crumble under the pressure, their dirty tactics unraveling as the world catches on to their deception. But you will stand tall. You will face the storm and weather it with grace because you have the strength to endure and the intelligence to adapt. You will remain steadfast in your belief that the victory is coming. You will remain calculated, focused, and relentless in your pursuit of greatness. There is a saying that goes, "The best revenge is massive success." When you fight calculated, your success is not about taking vengeance, not about retaliating against those who have wronged you or tried to drag you down. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable of achieving what others could never imagine. It's about building a life of abundance, of mastery, and of respect. Your victory is not a response to someone else's attack. It is a result of your own strength, vision, and relentless pursuit of your goals. When you rise to the top, you do not need to lower yourself to the level of those who tried to bring you down. Your success will be the proof that they never stood a chance. They fought dirty, and you fought calculated. And in the end, that is what made all the difference. The path you've chosen, my family, is not the easy one. The easy path is the one that leads to mediocrity, to fleeting victories, to temporary satisfaction. The easy path is the one where you take shortcuts, where you give in to the pressure and act without thinking. But you are not interested in the easy path. You are not interested in fleeting victories. You are interested in mastery, in greatness, and in leaving a legacy that will stand the test of time. You are playing a different game than the rest of the world, and when the game is over, they will remember your name, not for how quickly you achieved success, but for how strategically, how thoughtfully, and how powerfully you got there. Victory is not about being the fastest, the strongest, or the loudest. It is about being the smartest, the most disciplined, and the most patient. It is about knowing your own worth and understanding that no one can take that from you. Not the critics, not the naysayers, and certainly not those who fight dirty. Your victory will not be handed to you. You will earn it with every calculated decision, every moment of focus, and every ounce of strength you pour into your purpose. And when it comes, when that moment of triumph arrives, you will stand tall, knowing that it was not by chance, but by your own strategy, your own vision, and your own relentless pursuit that you have conquered the battle. The world may try to knock you down. The world may try to tear you apart with its lies, its distractions, and its false promises. But you are different. You are the one who fights with clarity. You are the one who fights with purpose. And you are the one who will ultimately rise above it all, standing victorious in the end because you did not fight dirty. You fought calculated. And that, my Alpha family, is the most powerful weapon you will ever wield. And so, my Alpha family, as the dust settles and the noise fades, remember this. True victory does not belong to those who scramble, deceive, or claw in the dark. It belongs to those who remain still in chaos, who think when others react, who strike not first, but best. They fought dirty. You fought calculated. And in the end, that is why you will not just win, you will endure, rise, and reign.